Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at Shopping Mall, released in 1986, and a paragon of ridiculous mid-80s slashers. Shopping Mall is sort of a bait and switch. From the name and VHS cover, you're probably thinking of some Jason-esque killer stalking around a mall. But in truth, there's no chopping to be had, because instead of any blade-wielding spree killer, this movie gives us killer robots. And as if the killer robot premise wasn't off-kilter enough already, Shopping Mall also rife with bizarre character moments and lines that leave you questioning if this movie's even for reals.
Let's go send those fuckers a Rambogram.
This is also our first Kill Count movie with a connection to Roger Corman, who helped finance this film and whose wife Julie Corman served as the producer. Since it's part of the Corman family, that means it's super fucking sleazy, so if you're into that, have fun. But the stuff I like most about it is the just not quite meta tone and the appearances of a couple genre mainstays, including Barbara Crampton and Joe Dante's best friend, Dick Miller. Fun fact, in this movie, Dick Miller delivers that last line of the extended Dead Meat intro that everyone's always asking about.
Go ahead and laugh, you guys. But if I ever find a little bastards that did this, they're dead meat.
Yep, we dicked ya. I'm also happy to mention that today's episode is brought to you by Loot Crate and their horror-themed specialty box, Loot Fright. You ever run into the same problem I always have, where you want to go to the store to buy esoteric horror props, but you're too damn worried about getting your head blown up by killer robots? Well, now you can skip the store and have horror toys and goodies delivered to your doorstep on a bi-monthly basis, in this case meaning every 2 months. Did you know that word can also mean twice a month? That's like an entirely different meaning, making bi-monthly a pretty useless word. Get a job, bi-monthly! But you can have that spoopy box on your doorstep every other month by going to lootcrate.com and using the promo code DEADMEAT. You can remember the promo code by thinking of Dick. Thanks for the support, Loot Fright. Now let's get to the kills. The movie begins with a robbery perpetrated by a guy who looks like he's running late to a Grease Lightning rehearsal. But before he can go burn up the quarter mile, he's stopped by a robot.
Stop right there.
The dude doesn't listen, and so the robot, numbered with a Man from Uncle-inspired ID badge, very slowly chases him down and eventually fires a taser at the dude, which shocks him to the ground. The end. How many kills did our robot friend get? I'm kidding. Turns out that was one of them newfangled motion pictures playing for an audience at a presentation inside a shopping mall. A guy named Dr. Simon comes out and introduces his Protector 101 series robots, who are taking away American jobs by becoming the new security detail at the multi-storied Park Plaza Mall. He assures the audience that the robots aren't meant to kill and demonstrates how they can tell criminals from mall employees through their high-tech badge scanning visors. Cool barcode scanner, dude, but how are your stupid robots gonna even make it off that elevated platform without a ramp? That's sort of the great thing about the Shopping Mall killbots. They're both stupid as hell and pretty freaking cool at the same time. Designed by Robert Short to look like an updated version of the robot from Gog, a 1954 science fiction film, they could reportedly get up to 8 miles per hour in real life, but they still look like some clunky hunks of junk that not even a Jawa would bother to pick up and try to sell. I should also mention, for anyone who watched this movie and was confused about them, that there's a snarky couple in the audience who keep saying snide remarks to each other. But Statler and Waldorf, they ain't.
They remind me of your mother. It's the laser eyes.
I guess these characters, Paul and Mary Bland, are from the 1982 comedy Eating Raoul?
Maybe we could use one at the restaurant. Get rid of people we don't like.
No, I've never heard of Eating Raoul either. And no, I don't know why Shopping Mall has to take place in the Raoul-averse. With the presentation finished, we get ourselves a title card, which kicks off an incredible opening credits montage featuring the most amazing 80s synth score you've ever fucking heard, my friend. This intro has everything. Little poopy chocolate boys, hot and heavy PDA of all generational cohorts, kids who want you to not have a cow man, and egregious booty shots of beauty pageant contestants riding and respecting the escalator. The credits end inside a diner that looks way too divey to be inside a shopping mall, but at least their decor includes a poster of Slumber Party Massacre, another cheesy 80s slasher financed by Roger Corman. Man, Corman movies are like a whole subgenre unto themselves. It's in this diner of unlikely decor that we meet Allison and Susie, two waitresses who are waiting for their shift to end so they can have good times to the max. Susie is, of course, played by Barbara Crampton, legendary scream queen who was last on the kill count as the family matriarch in You're Next. Now, I'm not a big fan of how these ladies refer to this dude in the diner as an orca whale, but holy shit, he delivers my favorite line from anything ever.
Waitress, more butter.
Just that offhand delivery, man.
Waitress, more butter.
That guy's my hero. Elsewhere in the Park Plaza Mall are these three dudes who work at a furniture store, where that good times to the max party is gonna take place. They include the nerdy Ferdy, party planner Greg, and beer provider Mike. You did get the beer, right, Mike?
Come on.
Dude, the fridge is packed.
Dude, okay, just making sure. Then we good, Mike, as long as you do your patented hip thrust and quack like a duck when you leave.
Quack, quack.
My man! The furniture store party will be rounded out by Mike's girlfriend Linda and this recently married mechanic couple who gets way more backstory than you'd expect for characters in a cheap slasher.
We haven't had any fun since we sunk all our wedding money into the business.
Entrepreneurial newlyweds? Sure, I'll root for that. Allison expresses some concern about the after-hours party to Susie in a locker room at the mall for these mall diner waitresses? What the fuck kind of mall is this? Or is this just an excuse for the filmmakers to have more TNA? Oh, yep, definitely that one. The Park Plaza Mall is just about to close, and fun fact, the mall exterior is played in different shots by both the Sherman Oaks Galleria, which is in my neighborhood, and the Beverly Center Mall, which, depending on traffic, anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours away. The mall gets zapped by lightning, which fries some electrical equipment, and everybody knows that frying your circuits is the best way to get evil killer robots. They waste no time in killing this tech Marty, who's sitting there looking at smut on the job. This place ain't paying you to wank it, Marty, so killbots say you're a needless expense. They're here to increase the bottom line through blood. A little while later, Marty's coworker shows up, and since I guess the killbots hid the evidence of Marty's death, he puts his feet up to also mooch on company time. This dude, Technician Nestler, is played by Garrett Graham, last seen on the kill count, laying down rules for Andy Barkley and hanging out with Chucky on the stairs.
How's it hanging, Phil?
His genre credentials don't save him from the killbots though, who shoot a little harpoon thing into the back of Nestler's tech neck. It's another short and simple kill that mostly relies on a close-up insert, because this movie pretty much had no budget. Frankly, it's amazing it got made at all. Everyone's having a good time at the furniture store party except for Ferdy, who's too nervous to enjoy himself since he's been set up on a blind date with Allison by all their wild and crazy friends. Work it, Babs! But the wholesome nerdy characters meet and it's love at first sight. Good, that means this won't be an awkward furniture store party. Those are the worst. As the three killbots begin their patrol duty on the various levels and sectors of the Park Plaza Mall, the kids inside the furniture store engage in what's a few feet away from being an orgy, with the couples hooking up on various pieces of furniture while whispering sweet meat nothings into each other's ears.
You smell like pepperoni.
Weird tactic with that line, Greg. You really think that's gonna work?
I like pepperoni.
Oh shit, nice save, bro. That just earned you some more gratuitous nudity. Still, the pepperoni thing isn't even the weirdest line in this scene.
Michael.
What? No.
You know I don't allow that.
Wow, a dude definitely wrote this script. Instead of hooking up, Allison and Ferdy entertain themselves with an old 50s B movie. But eventually they get to lip locking too, just, the more innocent kind. Aw, now they're gonna miss the movie. Oh well, the end. How many victims did those killbots take down? And I'm just kidding again, that was the end of the movie on TV, in case you couldn't tell. We've had plenty of boobs in this movie, so how about some dick? Dick Miller plays custodian Walter Paisley, who's again a character from another movie. This time, the 1959 horror comedy, A Bucket of Blood, which was directed and produced by Roger Corman. Let me know if you want me to cover that one. I haven't seen it yet, but as a pre-psycho horror film, I'm very interested in it. Walter is mopping up some unseen grossness on the floor with a bucket of mud when his coworkers walk up and laugh at him for working so hard.
Go ahead and laugh, you guys. But if I ever find little bastards that did this, they're dead meat.
Fuck yeah, dude. After his coworkers leave, Killbot number 1 rolls up on Walter and spills some of that nasty water at his feet.
You clumsy son of a bitch!
Walter shows that clumsy son of a bot his badge, but the Killbot don't care. It sends a cheap-looking electric cable into the water and sends a shock through it, electrocuting Walter to death with fun hand-drawn effects that eventually become lit sparkler effects. Walter finally dies and falls to the floor, where his body is washed over with a fog machine.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Who's the dead meat now, Dick? Who's the dead meat now? Leslie wants a post-coital cigarette, and she convinces Mike to go buy some for her with a well-reasoned argument. Just kidding, she does it by showing him her boobs. He heads out into the abandoned mall and finds a cigarette vending machine, but while he's busy fluffing up his poof, Killbot numero uno rolls up behind him and demands identification.
Here. Klaatu, Barada, Nikto, okay?
Yep, for those of you who didn't know, that saying didn't originate in Army of Darkness, but instead the 1951 sci-fi flick The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Klaatu, Barada, Nikto.
Super nerdy fun fact, it's also referenced in Star Wars. See, Klaatu was a dude at Jabba's palace who fought with Luke Skywalker on the barge. Barada was another dude, a Klaatuinian slave to be exact, who also fought Luke and died at Carkoon. And Nikto was the species that included Klaatu and other characters, like this guy Wolf, who's often mistaken for Klaatu by total noobs. Yes, I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, and no, there will never be kill counts on him. Sorry. Anyway, back to this other sci-fi classic. Killbot 1 subdues Mike to the ground with a dart thing, and then goes and kills him by, missing with a clamp attack? We do see his cause of death in a second, though, after Leslie comes looking for him, and somehow doesn't notice his body sitting right there until she's literally tripping over it. It's then that we see his throat was slit. So thanks for finding him, Leslie. Don't scream, that's a solid effect. A pair of double doors opens inexplicably to reveal Protector 1, who was waiting behind them in a shroud of fog. It chases Leslie down while shooting hot pink special effects at her, some of which hit her in the back and the booty, so I guess those blasts aren't all that powerful then. Oh my god, never mind. That lady's head just got blown to fucking pieces. Wow, what an awesome kill.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Nah, Killbot, thank you. As if things weren't already getting out of hand, now there are two of them, because Protector 2 joins the head robot, and together they shoot down the glass doors to the furniture store. The horny teens all run away and take various stunt falls, while neon-colored special effects whiz by them and destroy everything in the store. Yeah, dude, just try and stop those Killbots with a tiny table. They make their way to a back room and barricade the doors with cardboard boxes, but I hope they're cozy in there, because the mall's high-tech security doors just lock them up tight, and the building won't open again until morning. In an effort to escape, they head into the air ducts, but after the ladies get inside, the robots breach their barricade, having used plastic explosives? Why the fuck do these mall security bots have plastic explosives in them? Who designed this shit? In any case, that sends the dudes running away, so now the teens are separated. 3 women and 3 men, for an even 50-50 split. When writing Chopping Mall, co-writer Steve Mitchell wanted his sexy teen victims to stand out among the genre by fighting back, so in order to be properly equipped for that, the dudes head to a sporting goods store named Peck and Paws.
How are we gonna get in? Don't worry, I got the keys.
There, this wild bunch arms themselves to the teeth with various firearms, which is all kinds of hilarious when you remember that this was filmed inside a California shopping mall. Then composer Chuck Serino, whose work in this movie is truly fantastic, gets to play around a little bit by giving the guys their own spaghetti western theme. Killbot number 1 shows up and the dudes open fire on it, but because neither side of this firefight could hit the broadside of a BattleBot, they end up just rolling a propane tank at the Killbot's treads and shooting it to make it explode. Fun destruction, but Killbots aren't going on the list, because let's face it, robots aren't people. Sorry, L3. Meanwhile, in the air ducts, the Killbots have cranked up the heat in order to flush the women out.
They're trying to French fry us.
Susie ain't no goddamn potato, so she ain't looking to get French fried. Instead, she freaks out and kicks open a vent so they can escape into this Pep Boys or whatever. Susie's in full-on hysteria mode, not unlike her character in You're Next, but thankfully, the capable and mechanically inclined Linda is here, and she's able to show Susie and Allison how to arm themselves with Molotov cocktails and road flares. The dudes are fixing up a propane tank bomb on top of the Park Plaza elevator when Killbot 1 reawakens itself from its apparent destruction. The guys don't notice at first though, because they're too busy exchanging cheesy dialogue.
I almost forgot. How much do I owe you for the beer?
Forget it, man. We get out of here, you owe me a 6-pack.
Do you hear anything unusual?
Only my heartbeat.
They do finally perk up when they hear Susie screaming, since the ladies have found themselves fleeing from Killbot number 2. Their gas tank Molotov cocktail only ends up making it look like a bot out of hell, and since it's all revved up with no place to go but forward, it starts shooting at the 3 women. It's okay if you miss one, Killbot. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. The Killbot shoots down Susie, who screams because she don't want to die, but Protector 2 thinks that heaven can't wait.
Thank you, and have a nice day.
With one shitty laser blast, the gas tank blows up, and an explosion so hot it triggers the transformative property of Barbara Crampton into a male stunt double. It's not a full transformation though, because he's still got her screams. Oh my god, dude, she takes forever to burn to death. The dudes show up and shoot at the Killbot, but it's pretty obviously bulletproof, so they run away and lure it into the elevator in order to spring their trap. Rick arms the propane bombs and leaps out of the way, while the others up above shoot at the tanks with their guns. To certify her final girl worthiness, Allison ends up being the one who sinks the shot, which causes a colorful bunch of fireworks to go off and destroy Protector 2 after the elevator falls down the shaft and crashes in another big explosion. They blow so much shit up in this movie. The surviving teens hatch a plan to get to the mall's main computer and shut the Killbots down that way, and Greg, incensed by Susie's death, takes the lead.
Let's go trash the fucker.
But that just gets him killed after he finds Protector 3 waiting for him at the top of an escalator. It grabs him and throws him over the 3rd-story railing, giving us a pretty solid stunt fall in this actual mall that leaves Greg dead and the Killbot able to use its catchphrase again.
Have a nice day.
In a fun example of how low this movie's budget was, the Killbots were voiced by director Jim Wynorski. Not because he really wanted to or anything, they just didn't have anyone else to do it. The Killbots chase after the teens and even take escalators that were actually too narrow for their design. In this shot, you're looking at a crew member wearing a Killbot casing. Despite their mechanical disadvantage of being slow-ass motherfucking robots, they managed to catch up to the kids and shoot Allison in the shoulder as they make it into another store and shutter the gate behind them. Obviously, that gate ain't gonna do shit though. While the kids catch their breath, Allison makes a real dumbass suggestion.
You know, maybe we'd all stand a better chance if we split up.
That Ferdy vetoes with vigor.
The moment any one of us go out there, we're dead meat.
Oh, I forgot that Chopping Mall was a twofer. Everyone's real upset right now, but honestly, I can't imagine why.
I guess I'm just not used to being chased around a mall in the middle of the night by killer robots.
Oh yeah, that'll probably do it. See what I mean about the almost meta tone? It's so weird and wonderful. As the Killbots break through, the kids decide on some kind of plan using mannequins, but it's gotta be the worst fucking plan I've ever seen, since it involves them standing among the dummies as Protector 3 arrives for another shootout. Why would they stand right next to the decoys? Why would they do that? Oh man, these kids are dumb. I guess the reason they're standing there is so they can uncover these mirrors, which reflect the Killbot's laser beams right back into itself. That sends Killbot number 3 into a robotic rage, where it spins around firing blindly and raising the roof. During its berserker mode, it hits Linda in the stomach, and that one simple laser shot puts her down for good. I mean, we've seen these lasers barely singe skin and also blow up a frickin' head, so might as well have something in between, right? Linda's death causes Rick to lose it. And he hops on a comically undersized motorized thing and drives it very slowly into the Killbot. The crash, if that's what you want to call it, starts an electrical surge that spreads to Rick and kills him. And hey, that death is cool and all, but could we get another explosion? Yeah, good old explosion next to a fake body on the ground. Doesn't get any better than this. Ferdy and Allison run off to find the Killbot computer and split up after all, because hey, this is a slasher from the 80s. But they're reunited shortly after the last remaining Killbot finds Allison and she screams for Ferdy to save her. He shows up quickly and shoots out Protector 1's visor, and hey, that actually works.
Laser malfunction. Laser malfunction.
The Killbot chases the Ferdster back out into the mall, and after Ferdy throws a fire extinguisher at it, Protector 1 pulls the old "I am rubber, you are glue" trick and knocks Ferdy the fuck out, cracking his head open on the floor.
Have a nice day.
You know they're not having a nice day, robot. Shut the fuck up. Allison, our confirmed final girl, flees from Killbot number 1, but luckily she stuck a flare down her blouse earlier on, because that flare and some cans of paint from this mall's Home Depot are gonna be the ingredients for one bitchin' colorful finale. Oh, look like she's making Superman ice cream soup. Protector 1 crashes through a glass wall to get to her and gets his stupid robot treads all covered in paint. Allison gets out of the hardware store with actor Kelly Maroney slipping for reals on her way out and turns the Killbot catchphrase back around against her antagonist.
Have a nice day!
And with that, we get our final giant explosion. The kind you shoot with multiple cameras and use all of the angles for, which destroys Protector 1, the third and final Killbot. Allison recovers and glances over at the charred robot corpse, and on her way out of the mall, she finds that Ferdy has survived, so I guess he just decided to sit that last robot battle out. Thanks for doing all the work, Allison. The movie ends with the two of them embracing each other in the courtyard, which is followed by a Predator-style sitcom end credits that thankfully includes this clip for Susie Slater. That's great. Oh, and for all of you post-credit enthusiasts, yes, there's a quick shot of a Killbot saying its catchphrase one last time.
Have a nice day.
How many kills did these Killbots kill when these Killbots could bot kill? Let's find out at the numbers. 9 people died in Chopping Mall, averaging out to 3 kills a Killbot. Not bad. The victims included 6 men and 3 women, giving us a 2-to-1 gender ratio, and with an itty-bitty runtime of 76 minutes, that comes out to a kill on average every 8.44 minutes. You know the golden chainsaw for coolest kill is going straight to Leslie. No damn question about it. That chick's head blown up has been stuck inside my brain since I was a kid, and I'll probably carry it with me for the rest of my life. Doll machete for lamest kill will go to Linda, who took one to the gut and called it a day. And that's it. Chopping Mall had a limited theatrical release in 1986 under the name Killbots, and wouldn't find a cult fan base until after its video release with the new title Chopping Mall. Thanks again to Loot Crate for sponsoring this episode, and until next week, I'm James A. Janice. This has been the Kill Count. Thanks a lot for watching this week's Kill Count. I want to thank some of my patrons like Gambit PSN, Carla Alexis, Daniel Grimwood, and Luke Wagner. And of course, one more thanks to Loot Crate, who sponsored this episode for me. Get that Loot Fright horror box at lootcrate.com using the promo code DEADMEAT. I've been so afraid of this just blowing up on me while I was filming. Luckily, it didn't, as long as you're watching this. Thanks everyone, be good people.